to Don't Know Podcast,
where you don't know what you'll get,
but you do know we stay lit. And we are back with another episode. It's been a while. We definitely have to apologize for our week departure, but it gave y'all time to appreciate us because have y'all watched the last video?
Have you?
Is the question. Time. Right. Before you ask me where the new videos at, watch the old videos. Watch the old videos, and then we'll keep them coming.
On the real though, sorry y'all. Like, we just been really busy. Like finals and stuff that came up for me, so I know like I was tied up. I couldn't.
There's just been a lot going on with like my personal life.
Personal life definitely got chaotic.
But speaking of personal lives, this weekend with Lil Baby and his baby mama / girlfriend Jada, this well-known porn star, her name is Miss London, got on Twitter and said that the best, sex that she's ever had was $6,000 for 30 minutes by a rapper. And the
$6,000
for 30 minutes.
You just cashing out.
And she said that was the best she ever had, and she was talking about Lil Baby.
How do we know she was talking about Lil Baby?
It was very specific.
How?
Like, she tweeted about it.
How is it specific to him? Did he say it was him? Did he say he did it?
Yeah, because he had, what made him get caught is the fact that he had, after she put these tweets out and it kind of exposed him, he had DM'd her and said, I paid you, you were supposed to keep this stuff on the low. This is bad for business. And she screenshotted it and put it on social media.
He wasn't smart enough to know.
Yeah.
Why would you text her?
I know.
Like, you should text her, hey, what are you doing? Like, what are you talking about? Should play stupid.
So the tweet originally says, by Miss London, the ones that she initially posted, was, I'm legit about to talk blank all night. Okay, I'm home. 6K richer and full of 1942. Not dropping no names, but Jada not leaving that man ever. And then she said, the best blank I ever had came from a millionaire who didn't say more than 2 full sentences to me. He literally beat me to the mattress as soon as I got in the room. Then she dropped the screenshot, and then the screenshot was the DM that Lil Baby sent to her. And the DM that Lil Baby sent to her was, what's the point of paying if you do all that? You effing the game up. If I pay for you ain't supposed to speak on it. That's bad business, mama. This is the screenshot that she posted from him. Like, she screenshotted it and posted it. So, of course, everybody looking, girl, yes, here you go.
What does she look like?
Girl, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's like a top known, like, I guess a top notch girl porn star, apparently. I just want to know.
Yeah, it's a whole check mark at the top. It's him.
You probably don't want her to get embarrassed, his baby mama.
No, it's too late. We already know you her.
It's too late now, but I'm pretty sure he didn't want it to come out.
6 bands for 30 minutes. I can do that. Let me see what this girl look like.
She's not the cutest.
And full of 1942.
That's like a liquor.
Not dropping no names, but Jada not leaving this man ever. You might as well drop the damn name. So it was like he dropped. She did that, and he never. And then he posted that, so it was like, oh, it was you. Like, even if it was a different kind of Jada, you just proved that.
And when she said Jada, I feel like everybody was like, oh, it's a Lil Baby. It's the fact that these men are paying for sex when these rappers, these multi-million mogul rappers, like Lil Baby is damn near on the top right now. And it blows me that you're paying for the baby mama when the whole time hoes is still for free. Literally.
Yeah, but I think
she's not that cute.
I'm really trying to find like what picture is her, because she's not cute if this is the same girl I'm seeing, because this is different.
She's not.
Photos. But I don't get that either. Like, at this point, he want money to blow. I'll be watching his little documentaries. He bought a Lambo. He brought some kind of car. Didn't even know how to use it. Bought it straight off the lot, full, and had to get taught how to learn it. Couldn't even drive it for the first few months of having it. But he did. He said, and they asked him why he did it. Cause I can. Spend $500,000 on a car because you can. He just want to spend his money.
That's how celebrities are. Cardi B can't drive. Cardi B got many cars.
She was crazy. If she was gonna talk her stuff, she should have made sure that profile was together.
But the reason why she talks herself is because, like I said, she's a top notch porn star.
Is she?
She is.
I ain't never heard of her.
She is. She's a top notch porn star.
I don't know no porn star name, so I guess I wouldn't hear of her. But really? So he wanted to just, maybe he was just trying to fulfill a fantasy.
But,
and she said, give me the man.
fulfill a fantasy at what cost?
To be honest, yeah. If you're going to do that, then don't be with me. Go do your stuff.
He's
How old
single.
is he?
I think he's like 26.
Let me see. Because he could, listen, he probably just, I don't know.
And his baby mama 23. How'd your day go today?
It was pretty good, actually. Today was a pretty decent day. I didn't really do much. I went to work, and then I was trying to like, get some stuff together. It's always something to do. If you ain't got nothing to do, always remember it's something to do. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. What about you? Like, how was your day today?
It was honestly straight. I think the day mainly drained me because it just feels like I'm like literally dragging right now. Like I just had such an early start, and now it's just all crashing
Coming down
for
on
me.
you, yeah.
But it was otherwise a good day. But that's why my energy is like not on 10. Our energy is not on 10 today because honestly, if we're gonna be real with our feelings and what y'all watching, we're tired.
We are tired, y'all.
We are tired, so just say I know. Today's topic is about the pick me era. And the pick me era is something that social media has pretty much coined. Every time, for example, every time there's something that is on social media that a female may agree with that is not necessarily for the betterment of the female, they're just doing it just so that they can have a guy's approval, they're called to pick me. For example.
Yeah, I was saying, give me an example.
Yeah, for example. If girls are like, well, I just feel like guys should pay all the for the date on the first date, no matter what. If he asked me out on a date for the first date, he should pay. And then here comes a pick me coming along, because I feel like every time I go out with a guy, I pay half. And it's just like, girl, you just saying that because you're a pick me. You're not saying that because
like you said, like saying things
you're saying that for
guys want to hear.
Guy, right? Pretty
like
much.
saying, okay, so like that's like girls saying, oh yeah, I'm so into football and not knowing a lick of football.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
You're a pick me. You're a pick me. And I just feel like with 2020 coming to an end, the pick me's are really raging.
Not raging. Y'all out of control.
The pick me's are out of control. So I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the pick me era, and have you seen it come about in your everyday life in some ways?
Okay, I didn't even know that was the era, and it's probably because I have taken a step back from like social media and stuff like that, so I didn't even know. But I feel like low key, that's like in all of us a little bit. You know,
think so?
Have you ain't never had a moment like that at least where you're just like, okay, like, oh yeah, I like that too, and then you sit there and think, oh my god, I don't know what why would I say I like that? Like I
think
don't
it's
even know
because
nothing about that.
I think it's because I had that moment one time in 8th grade where I really like this boy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I like to do that too. Oh my gosh, and then after that whole situation ended, I was like, I will never do that again. Like I was unhappy the whole time we was talking because I did not like to do anything. Like, I like football.
That far, but it was
let's
so
watch
little.
football together, and now we're stuck watching football.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Because I lied. I'm not doing that no more. Now, I'm not with that sports stuff.
Dang, you can't do that in sport.
So if we gonna do something, make sure it's not that sports stuff. You know what I mean? That sports stuff is you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
sit here
and
go
lie.
to a game than sit there and watch a sport on TV. That's junk. I need to be in the environment.
Right.
Yeah. So
but have you ever had that experience where you were a pick me? Let it be known, honey. I want to know.
I'm dead. I'm trying to think because I do think I have. I'm trying to pinpoint one, but I think I have done times where I've just been so deep into who I was talking to that I was like, oh my god, yeah, me too. And it's just like, oh, hold on, like I need to take 2 steps back because no, I don't.
Right.
But I always clear it up. I always clear it up when it comes because it always comes and bite me in the butt. I'm trying to really think like. I think it happened one time in high school, but I don't even want to try and tell that story because it's really like blurred.
Oh,
but I definitely believe that I've had moments where it came and bite me in the behind, and I was just like, okay, so let me tell you now. No, like I don't really like this kind of stuff. Like I don't want to do this kind of stuff. I don't know. I think I did it not so just like, oh, pick me. I think it's more so like, oh my god, I'm so into what we're saying, like the combo's flowing.
That's the thing.
And then you saying that, alright, okay, I get it. Oh, it's like, no, I don't get it.
That's what makes it a pick me, because it's like.
But I guess a moment is different
Do anything
from girls who just do.
Do do anything. Like that's what it is. That's how it comes off. Like you're doing anything for clout. Like you're doing it. Like not that that's how it comes off, but there are some girls that literally are not even in the moment, in the conversation. They're just like, "Hey, I like that too." Just so you know, hey, I know you were not talking to me at all. And this is an A/B conversation. I'm seeing myself into it. Just saying, I like football. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah, I hate when guys pay for my date. Like, say that out loud. Like, ain't nobody worried about you, girl.
Like, nobody.
But you want to get picked so bad.
Yeah.
You know?
To be honest, that's so crazy that you say it's raging. Like, and what way is it raging? Like, are they doing that through, like, social media and stuff like that?
I feel like,
I'm not on it, so, like, are they posting? Oh, yeah,
like Twitter is like the pick me like headquarters. I kid you not. Like some of the things these girls post on Twitter, I'm like, you guys can't seriously think that.
Like what?
Like they just be agreeing with guys. Like there was this one post on Twitter. There was this one post on Twitter that was speaking about colorism. It was kind of going off topic here, but we was talking about Martin and how Gina and Pam, that was an instance of colorism because, you know, Gina was always treated as the better person and Pam wasn't.
Ooh.
And this is stuff I'm going off of fact. Like, cause you know, I'm once we talking about colorism, I'm 10 toes down, you feel me? So I'm like, okay, well, I have researched Martin. I've seen, you know, the Tichina Arnold, the person who plays Pam, say that originally they wanted to cast a dark-skinned, fat, heavy-set person so they could really rank her. I just was that good that they put me in that role and they just was ranking me. But you know what I mean? Like, that was not even supposed to be the case. Yes, girl, what? T. If y'all didn't know, T. So, girl, this person was on Twitter arguing me down, girl. Here comes a pick me. Oh, la, strong la, like, there is no colorism. Just point out a specific instance. Are you kidding me? Like when Martin
said, I can put on a random episode. That's how often that thing, like it happens daily. Like I will say it's definitely colorism within that.
Girl,
like,
speaking of colorism,
people they need to look up and understand the definition of colorism. Like it's clear as day.
Speaking of colorism, did you see that Mulatto said that she thinks that colorism does not exist? That's another thing that happened this week.
She don't even understand her own name.
Yeah, she said that she's going to change it because of all the backlash that she's been having towards her name. But she's going to change it to... Well, guess what she's going to change?
Big Lotto? Big Lotto. Girl, I can't get that lady. I can't get that lady. I can't get just that out my head.
It was a squad.
It was so 2003. It was so 2003. You should insert that picture right here,
It was me scrolling like...
Yeah, that's the caption. That's a big one.
The caption. I'm like, girl,
first off, sit down.
But yeah,
that's what the deuces fingers, guys. I couldn't.
Damn, straight face. Straight face.
Big Lotto.
Big Lotto. Period. I'm light skinned too. But anyway, it's like, ooh. But yeah, so she said that she feels like colorism doesn't exist, and again, when it comes to her name, she will be changing it to Big Lotto.
Does she feel like colorism don't exist because she clearly be looking like a white girl, and then like she can be out here?
Well, most of the argument behind colorism is that it doesn't exist because when I was in elementary school, dark-skinned girls made fun of me too, and it goes back to racism. You know what I mean? Like just because you as a white person had specific experiences doesn't mean that the overall system wasn't to, break down black people. It's the same thing with colorism. Yeah. Dark features are less preferred than light features. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So for you to say that colorism doesn't exist just because you got bullied in elementary school has nothing to do with Lil Wayne rapping in his song like Elias Scared There, Red Ball. Like, and it being ingrained.
It's also like place and timing. Like she can feel that way, but ultimately she was probably bullied because people were probably really jealous of her. Like, because you do look like what everybody would
want to look
prefer. Like, and then you growing up in the hood, where you coming from, and people are darker than you. Like, literally, if her mama, straightened her hair.
Her mama's white.
I'm saying, but if her mom straightened Mulatto's hair. Like, if we wanted to make Mulatto look like a white girl, it would not be that much work. Like, it would not be that much work. We could definitely make her. I seen a little video where she had a ponytail. And, girl, if she didn't have the lashes on, I would have thought this was a white woman. I was like, hold on, this is not this girl. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like if she was in a different environment, would she have had that same outcome? No, I feel like your environment plays on your colorism too, or on colorism, not your colorism, on colorism too. She's just ignorant though. Like I knew she was ignorant when I had seen this little, not ignorant. I ain't gonna say ignorant. I'm gonna say uneducated, like just not really knowledgeable about her name at least, or like things around her, which I guess I can understand if from the womb you were rapping and your life been consumed and all about rap. We still young. She's still young. She still got stuff she got to learn. So I see why. But in an interview they asked her if she think she black. Actually, it was a photo. This is how I seen it. It was something on Twitter. She had tweeted something and somebody said something. She was like, "I'm black." Like it was like she was referring something. I don't know. It was weird. And then the video over they had as proof was an interview from like a while ago
by DJ Vlad, yeah, and she was like, I'm not trying to really pick and choose between black and white. I'm just me, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what she summed it up to. Yeah, and I feel like right now she black because that's where her audience is. You're gonna go to who's supporting you. You're gonna go where you're celebrated and not tolerated. You know what I'm saying? The white people wasn't really. I'm a real chill. It wasn't doing that.
But you wanna know that shows me? You know that you can play both sides. Like I remember, I always bring this up because it's just like I don't know. I don't say I feel so strongly about it, but I just feel like people like that don't count. Like I remember one time I went to this thing called Fight Club at FAM, and one of the questions was, do biracial people contribute to the black community? I feel like, yeah, I know. Overall, not really, because you can pick and choose. And, like, what I always go back to is that lady who married that man, the Megan lady. That's her name, Megan, right? Who married that prince. And everybody thought she was white up until we saw her mama. And it was like, oh, my gosh, this girl's black. And then that's when we started to see, oh, yeah, like, she is black. You know what I'm saying? Like, those European features are so basic and so simple. The more basic and simple your face is, the more you like, okay, this girl is white. I know someone personally, we all thought she was white too, and then her mom pulled up to the job, and child, she sounded like my mama, and I was like, hold on, girl, you is black out here, you know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know. I don't want to like speak on their experiences because I don't know what it's like
to be
for them, yeah, and what they may be facing because it's hard enough to be a dark-skinned girl in America. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't want to be like, oh, well, they ain't going through nothing because people have said that about me.
Well, I'm not saying that they're not going through nothing, but if you want to change, like okay, my thing is, yeah, you a darker person, but not once, never in your life can you ever decide, all right, I could change myself just a tad bit by making my hair look a little different, dressing like, a certain way, and then I can walk in and they would think that I am a white person. You can't do that. Whereas, like Mulatto, like if her audience was white people with pop music, I bet she wouldn't be how she is now. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, go to where your money attracts. I mean, that's the smartest thing you can do. However, like that's what I mean. Like if she really wanted to walk into, let's say something happened and she had to go to court. In court you got to be very like slick. Mm-hmm. If she go to court, how much you want to bet she ain't gonna show up as Big Lotto with a whole bunch of lashes and nails and all of that? That's gonna be a white woman in court fighting for her life. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that option. So I'm not saying they don't contribute. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of biracial activists who have done a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They've done a lot of things. But do they ultimately can we really just put them in the pot and just know they're gonna have our backs? No, because I don't know. It could be instance where you can, if you wanted to, you could switch up. And for me, it's just like, ooh, I don't know, because you could really switch. I've read this book called Disgrace, and it was about a girl who was born half black and half white, but she has more white features, and it's based in South Africa. And she literally, she has a great life. All of a sudden, their nanny just never came back. No one knew why, and they were super attached to her, especially her. Come to find out, that was the girl mama. She had sex with the dad, and they kept the baby or whatever. But this girl living in the mountains, living great, got a CEO job, she's doing a great job. But she don't know nothing about her family, she don't know nothing about her history, and she finds out that that's her mom or whatever. I never really got a chance to finish the book, but you know what I'm saying? That was a way out for her. You know what I'm saying? Had she been any darker, it would have been figure life out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like that's how
I get what you're saying as well, but I just feel like in terms of like the eyes of people like Trump, people like Mike Pence, and just the Caucasians,
like full blown Caucasians.
Listen, they be like, I don't care if it's a tan, she's black. Like, she's black. I don't care if it's a little hint, she's black. Like, they don't care about, to us, we looking like her. Like, mulatto, like, this girl look white. To them, they looking like, her lips. They're looking at her like, this is African feature, monkey features. That's really how they're looking at her. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. They can pass. They can pick and choose. Don't get me wrong. They pick and choose when, if stuff really hit the fan, God forbid, some Hitler stuff happened with black people, half these mixed people would probably be able to switch. You know what I mean? And nobody would know anything. However, listen, as soon as them Trump people get a hold of them,
stop.
You're black. Somebody, escort her. You thought you were slick.
But we're on to you.
Right, we're on to you.
Going to the bag.
So yeah, that's the way I see it, is the fact that as much as they think they can fool us as African Americans, that they got the BDBs in the bike.
So really, they got one up on everybody. Biracials for that side. You can be on this side, that side. You can. Oh my God, that's so.
Well, I don't think so, because I've watched shows like Mixish and stuff like that, and been hearing stuff from like people that are mixed, like that do interviews, and they always feel like that, you know, they're not accepted by any side. They go over this side and be like, you white, no, you're not black, and then they'll go to the other side and be like, you're black, back up, because you're not white. You know what I mean? So for them, they feel like their place is not. So it may look easy because they're gorgeous people. You know what I mean? I didn't ever meet. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but most of them. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I met a couple that the features ain't really mesh all the way. But most of the mixed people I met, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a gorgeous person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they gorgeous, but
they are gorgeous.
I don't think that make their life, you know, any easier. Because they have a lot of self-identity issues. I was
about to say, I think it also just depends on how people carry themselves too. Like, if you carry yourself. I ain't gonna lie. I met some that are biracial, but they carry themselves more on the they grew up more on the Caucasian side, and the people that they're around and their neighbors like that are Caucasian. So for them, it's like, yeah, I could tell that you're black, but you know, she straight. I want Oreo. Let me just go ahead and say it. Yeah, like a straight Oreo, and you know what I'm saying, like.
Have you never met like a full black Oreo?
Oh my God, yeah.
They be calling me the most, like, you should know better.
Yeah.
Are they not discriminating against you? Like, no, for real. Are they not looking at you like, I know you feel it? Me being as Arctic as I am, and me seeing how they stare at me. Like, when I'm the only person in the place, I know it. I'm like, dang, they are staring. They're not doing that to you?
To be honest, I'm going to confess I was an Oreo in middle school. But it wasn't like an Oreo, like... It wasn't an Oreo like, all right, I want to be white. It was just like, this is what I'm around. Like, literally, after a while, you know, I'm learning, everybody talking like this. I'm going to have to talk about like that soon, you know? It's like, you don't want to be the outsider.
I don't really see that as an Oreo. I see an Oreo is
like doing white tendencies, right?
No, I see it as I see it as you doing Caucasian tendencies or whatever, but more so you actually believing that Caucasian mindset. You know what I mean?
It's a black girl who thinks that. It's she went on Dr. Phil and she was like, I am white. And I'm like, girl.
Yeah, I remember. There was this black girl on TikTok, like as dark as me, the other day talking about some. You cannot be oppressed in the system that is racism is over. This is no such thing as racism. Y'all are just making this stuff up, yada yada. And I'm just like, but you're black in 2020.
You know, some people. She must. But is she a Republican or something?
Girl, I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
Yeah, like, you know, a lot, but you know what, you wouldn't be, you'd be shocked. A lot of black people do feel that way. They kind of feel like, all right, not necessarily like let's let it go, but a lot of black people do feel like we shouldn't mention it no more and just work on just getting away from that idea. But it's just like, how could you want to do? I just don't.
I don't know now. If you are one of those black people, you are holding us back. Let me go closer to the mic so you can hear me. You're holding us back. Thank you.
I agree too. Like, I just feel like you selfish. Like it's bigger than you. It's bigger than that.
It is
you know?
way
It's
bigger than you.
what you got going on in your life. Yeah, like, and honestly, while you playing, I don't know. Like, I just feel like you don't push back on it too much, because that stuff can happen to you tomorrow, and you be begging for everybody to have you back, and it's just, now it's like, what, you know what I'm saying? Now because it happened to you, now everybody must care, but you didn't care.
And I hate to mention it, but the only thing that I could think of is OJ. I hate to mention it, but when OJ was being OJ and having all the endorsements and all the commercials and all the deals, when they asked him, "Hey, are you black?" He said, "I'm not black. I'm not white. I'm OJ." But then as soon as the trial, everything happened, who had his back?
Black people.
The black people.
The black community.
And that's the thing about us black people. Once you are people, you are people. Which I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we should be like, "Hey, what you said?" He's shunned.
Yeah, but, you know what? I will say, yeah, hate don't be in our heart for sure.
Hate do not be in our heart. We be trying to look out. You black too. Okay,
yeah, like, what did you just say that just now? Look, let me come over here and teach you something, because obviously, baby, you're lost. Yeah, I feel that. I be thinking that too.
The black people had OJ back. The white people he was working for, he didn't want to say he was black for in the first place. All the people thought he killed that girl. They was not on his side at all. It was all against him.
I don't think he killed them either. I don't think he killed them either. I think he covered for somebody else.
Not gonna lie, the same thing.
Alright, so the motivational quote today comes from success.com, and it says, "Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you." OMG, I believe in that 1,000%. It's your life, and how it ends up is totally up to you. If you're going to be a billionaire, that's up to you. If you're going to be a bum asking for $1 on the street, that's up to you. But most importantly, whatever you want, just make sure you keep pushing for it. Make sure you're going hard for it. Just make sure that anything about you standing 10 toes down about it. Because if you don't do it, ain't nobody else is. I can tell you that.
Just understand that every decision you make in life and every position that you are in life, you're in it because you put yourself in that position. Point blank period. No matter what your mama told you to do, no matter what your daddy told you to do, you did it. You made a decision, and it's on you.
You can always change it. Like, don't ever think that something is too late. You have, like we've been saying, you have control of your own life. So how it ends is completely up to you.
Up to you. So not how it ends, but how it flourishes.
That too. Start all that. Everything. Start at the beginning. You.
It's all up to you. It's all up to you. So that is definitely something that we would like you guys to take home with. We thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Don't Know Podcast. We thank you guys for waiting so graciously and patiently for a week while we just got our lives together real quick.
Yes, thank you.
We do want to remind you guys that on January 8th, 2021, will be our very first and live season finale. So we're excited to see you guys tuned in there. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Literally. We'll be giving out prizes throughout that night to make sure you guys are remained and stayed locked in, tuned in. We are definitely accepting Q&As for that season finale. So please comment down on this video. Comment down on some last videos. DM us. You know, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, reach out to us and get us these questions, y'all.
Right, and we are willing to answer any question. We are open book. We have no filter. We literally will answer any question.
Yeah, to be honest, but don't be too nosy.
Don't be too nosy, but I could be
a little nosy.
This much nosy.
Yeah, like this much.
Don't be like this much. Like this much. Yeah, I can be that nosy. So we look forward to seeing your guys' questions. We thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode. I hope we tune in to the next one. All right.
See y'all later. Stay up.